अदनान, चेतन, जिगर, जीकू, अजीत, समाज, मराठ, अनूप, अकील, मोहम्मद फैसल, जयप्रकाश, मोहसिन, मफी, प्रीति, प्रिया, आजितोष, तुषार, उबैद, जीकू, सर वसीम, सर इरफान, सैयद, विष्णु, कम, मोहम्मद, वंदना, वेल कुमार, अली, अली रजा, एडविन, चंद्रा, मोहन, इमरान, सर अरफात, दीपक, अदनान, अजय, बतूर, इब्राहिम, मुरली, रिजवान, सचिन, सुजीत, कॉम्प्लेक्स, रिया, सैयद, फैसल, हारून खान, विनय, जावेद, सेंगर, फारिद, प्रदीप, प्रेम, अभिषेक, आमिर, कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन, मोहम्मद, सही, परिता, नबील, चित्रा, हारिस, कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन, मनीष, अमर, अनिरुद्ध, पलीसा, असलम, आतिफ, ग्रेस, ग्रेग, बैक, सचिन, कमाल, बशकर, रोहित, पैटिस, दीक्षित, रियाज, सौरभ, सिद्धार्था, नदीर, तारिक, वेंकट, तो हरी पसंद है, मंसूर, रेहाना, विजय, विशाल, अर्जुन, असद, इलियास, खान, कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन, एंथनी, अरविंद, हसान, वसीम, मंगेश, राज, अकबर, परना, संकल्प, विषय, ईश्वरी, अफजाल, विवेक, हसीब, हामिद, लीश, पल्लवी, अनम, फैसल, बुरहान, हुसैन, मतीन, पांडे, सैयद, खलील, मुनीफ, हसान, गुप्ता, आशा, अजय, इकेन, पूजा, तलहा, विजय, अमजद, जॉफी, हसन, सुजित, अमित, बीबी, राजू, पवन, उमर, मान, वेंकटेश, अहमद, गुप्ता, शीश, मैरी, शॉन, जमाल, तुलसीदास, अनान, मोहसिन, नदीम, अली, हिसाम, कवैस, अजीम, मंसूर, शकील, केरिया, हसन, रियाज हुसैन, प्रदीप, मीना, आसमा, दुर्गा, शरीफ, अली अल बलूच, कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन माय फ्रेंड, सलमान, सुबता, हसन, मोहसिन, मनीक, क्रिस्टोफर, जंगीर, हमास, मोहम्मद शफीक, नवीन, दरिक्सा, फियाज, प्रशांत, इलियास, धमवीर, नीजू, अब्राहम, श्रीनिवास, सुंदेला, नबील अहमद, नवीद, बिलाल, सिद्रा अली, शाजी, उबैब, बाबर, कौडी, रिजवान, इमरान, विवेक, राजीव, राव, इश्ताक, फैजान, रहील, निसार, उमर, आज, संदीप, शिराज, तीनों, अनुसमा, कीर्तन, कोमल, शिवानी, सलमान, सदा, आनंद, दिलवम, अजय, साबिर, उजैर, सुरिंदर, प्रदीप, अमीर, मोहित, वकास, निधि, उमर, उस्मान, संदीप, अमित, अबू ताहिर, नवीन, अर्शद, मोहम्मद, विवेक, या गुलशान, फुरकान, गजेंद्रा, नागराज, नसीमा, सागर, मोहम्मद, जायना, हुसैन, रश्मि, नेहा, फैसल, अली, अली अल अजमी, हमाद, नुमान, आलम, विजय, सरनाया, सवाना, मोहम्मद, जक्का, जाकिर, कांग्रेचुलेशन, सादिमा, सहर, अजेब, समीर, इफ्ती, तलाल, हमाद, उमर, उस्मान, मलिक, अजेब, वकास, प्रिया, रफी, सायरा, सरस्वती, सौरभ, सशवानी, केवल, श्रीकांत, प्राण, जानदार डुओ, फ्रांसिस, अब्दुल, मोहम्मद, उमर, अभिषेक, अभिलाष, अबरार, फरहान, लता, निधि, इब्राहिम, विनोद, फैसल, अमीर, इनाम, अब्दुल अजीज, इकेन, अकमल, असान, बासिल, गारिमा, कैवन, पद्मा, साजिद, जाद, साजिद, वलीद, चेताली, अनामिका, जरनाब, सुदीप, नवीन, मोजदेव, नवीद, कांग्रेचुलेशन, आतिफ, चक्रा, हसन, नदीम, आबिद पटेल, आदिति, सुभाषेश, कुरेश, उमैरा, रफीउल, गुलाम, शाम बाबू, दीपक, कैरोलिन, लिनविन, शीतल, एल्विन, उनिंद्रा, प्रशांत, अबरार, अली खान, राम, विद्या, तलहा, बासाद, राशिद, माधवन, ससगुरजी, ऋषु, दत्ता, सबान, अजीम, मंगेश, मुदस्सिर, प्रदीप, सिद्रा अली, मैन, कांग्रेचुलेशन, सुहेल, अमूल, तहसीन, नबील, आतिफ, जिया, नित्या, शाह, मोहम्मद, शकील, उमर, अहमद, मिस्टर अवध, श्रुति, सलमान, खालिद, सैयद, सत्यस्नैन, वसी, सैयद, सुहेल, शाम सिन्हा, जिद इकबाल, विवेक. And here we have my 1000 PM in less than 3 years, Muhammad Adil. Guys, and welcome to another coaching call. So I'm so happy for all of you joining us here. Guys, when do you plan to give PMP exam? I know, Abhishek, your exam is on 8th of February, when everyone else is planning to give PMP exam. Let's put it there, straightforward. When do you plan to give a PMP exam? Why don't you put in the chat box, when do you plan to give PMP exam? My purpose here today is to focus more on Agile, right? So if you want to have any question that is related to more Agile, put it there. If you have any question that is more tend towards Agile, let's put it there. Why don't you put in the chat box? Okay, in next 2 weeks before 10th February. Okay. So before we move into depth of agile, I want to introduce to you someone who joined our program. She has all the challenges in the world, and she will share more about those challenges. But she joined, she worked hard, and today she is a proud mother. She will be a proud sister soon because her brother is giving exam right now, right? Probably in 1 hour, his result will also come. And like both, I wanted to record this journey together. Maybe we'll record again, Sudha. So Sudha just cleared PMP, and I would love, Sudha, if we can record this journey when Ram also cleared. I have husband and wife clearing PMP, a lot of them, but brother and sister, this is the first time, and I hope Ram do clear that brother and sister clearing both of them. And like it was so interesting. Sudha, in Kuwait, we had a conversation. She wanted to join the program, but she said, "My brother in US, he will pay." I called Ram, like Ram had a discussion, and I never knew Ram was even a little bit interested in the program. He said, "How do you do things?" I I just explained him the program. He said, "Do you have one more slot?" I said, "Yes, I do." And he paid first his fees, then he paid Sudha fees. Right? I guess the next day he paid your fees. I could not hear you, Sudha. I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you. Sudha, I cannot hear you. Maybe you need to attach the mic, right? So, uh, so then finally we started working into it one step at a time, and now we have Sudha as a certified PMP. Sudha, I cannot hear you. Your mic is unmuted. It's not muted, but maybe I don't know why I'm you. If you are using Mac, you need to allow camera and mic both of them for this thing. Like this success journey of Sudha is a success journey of a working mom. This success journey of Sudha is a success journey for those who are motivated and those who want to, like those who feel all the challenges. Sudha, try to talk. I cannot hear you. No, I cannot hear you. Guys, are you able to hear Sudha? Maybe my mic is problem. Are you able to hear Sudha when she talks? Do put in the chat box. So congratulations are in order. Snigdha is saying congratulations. But maybe leave, Sudha, leave and join again. Leave and join again, right? So, or I'll remove you and then you join again. Okay. So join again, Sudha. So her voice is not audible. Like her success journey, why I brought her here, why I wanted to share with you guys is that if you have commitment, if you have a plan to do something, we can get this thing done. And that is one of the reason why I bring people here to motivate you, to work with you, so that you can clear PMP in the minimum possible time. And this is how we can get this thing done, right? The motivation is here for you. The motivation is for every single person, how they do it, right? How we clear the PMP, how we make sure that she or he become certified project management professional. So that try talking to now. So that try saying something. No. So that still mic is. I cannot hear. I cannot hear. Sorry. I don't know. Maybe if you are joining from laptop, try with mobile because you just have to put it there. Try with mobile. Maybe it will work. So guys, in which document we will put this thing? In which document? So that you try from mobile maybe. In which document we will put this machine, Anjali? What problem is happening right now? Let's answer this question as we are moving. In which document we will put this thing? Okay. Issue log. Thank you. And for future students, like let's say Ram, he will be sharing his journey. Other people, if we want that it does not come, this issue does not happen there. So what we will do for that? That issue does not happen. Uh, uh, this does not happen at all. Okay. Yeah. Communication. What is communication? Why would we put in communication? We will put it in the risk register, yeah. That if this thing does not happen again, we will put in the risk register. Okay. We want to put that into the risk register so that uh, that it does not happen again in other future project. Okay, once you join, we will do some agile question. Some of the questions will be easy, some of the questions will be hard. The goal here is to just go through the agile question, and in the upcoming days, in the premium calls also, we are going to solve 100 question of agile, right? We are going to call 100 questions, we are going to solve 100 questions of agile as we move forward. Okay, so let's do questions of agile now. Why don't you try to solve it? Okay, so we'll solve this question. Okay, so are you able to talk now?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Okay, many people give the C answer. And something like that. So finally, we have Sudha with us. Sudha, why don't you share this journey in your own way?
I remember first time, like my brother and me, we discussed that I have to do PMP. So I was just going through Instagram and I saw your ad, and you had mentioned that you are going to coach without book. That was why I contacted you and I asked, "Are you really going to teach me without a book?" Then you said yes.
So,
Then
yeah,
I said, okay, let my brother talk to you.
okay.
Let my brother talk to you. I'm interested if there is no book, because I was starting without any knowledge of agile. I've never worked on agile, so it's zero knowledge in agile. So yeah, so I wanted my brother to involve, and he talked to you too. And then when he talked to you, he was so convinced that he joined too.
Yeah,
So we both joined.
yeah, both of you join. Okay, let's walk through the
Yeah.
journey. Was it an easy journey?
In the beginning, it was such a pain. Like I was thinking, oh my God, 2 hours, 6 hours, 4 hours. And I was telling you, no, no, I can't join. I'm too busy with my, kids and all that. And gradually, as the classes progressed, I started getting interest in the subject itself, actually. I liked what you were teaching. The subject matter interested me. And then I started putting more hours solely on the basis of interest. Like I got interested in the topic itself.
Mhm,
Later on, I started investing myself more in what you taught.
mhm. Okay. So, like, how much effort it was from your side, how much time was needed on daily basis that led you to clear PMP, like in 1.5 month? How did you do that? What were the challenges you faced? Can you walk me through that?
I was in the beginning, the progress was slow because I thought, okay, I'm going to give only in March or April, let me go slow. And then when I saw others, you make this Excel sheet with everybody's progress. And then I thought, my God, my velocity is like, nothing. Actually, you should never compare velocity, but this time I did. I said, no, I rather buck up, and I pushed myself a little bit because I wanted to just do this before my son's grade 12 exam starts. So I
Mhm.
had a target, and I started putting 2 to 3 hours at least every day.
Mhm. Okay, 2 to 3 hours every single day. Okay, let's talk about this. What
Yeah.
would be your advice to other moms? How they can, like, your son exam was there, like there was a very set deadline. I still remember the first conversation we had,
Yeah.
and you said that my son had an exam and I need to put into that. Normally I tell always that okay, we'll clear in a month or two, but with you there was a special thing. I was open to go up to 6 months. That's what how our first conversation was. I will teach you till
Yes.
you become PMP. But actually, you did it in a very quick time.
Yeah.
So 2 to 3 hours, 1.5 month, and you
Mm.
can get PMP. That's what Anjali is asking. Is that so?
2 to 3 hours in the beginning, but later on, I mean, last 2 to 2 weeks, I think I put more number of hours
Hmm.
doing the mocks, doing random mocks, all the random mocks. 180 mocks I did too, and then the last six that you sent me, the special ones, those I did everything.
Hmm.
And then I revised all the 11 initial process plans, process PDFs that you gave. Actually, my exam focused lot on. I told you also, sir, that the exam focused more on the initial initial PDFs that you have shared for each process schedule, um, agile, and stakeholder, and all those many questions were too similar. I could find many questions similar to the initial PDFs that you have shared, the lesson ones, the 11.
The first 12 topics.
The business environment, from the business environment, the PDF, I think 2 to 3 questions came from that.
This is interesting. This is the first time I'm hearing that someone actually from the topic mocks at that thing. From someone into the topic
Yeah, yeah.
mocks. Yeah, they have such mocks into that. That's a very interesting. Okay, a very interesting thing happened here. Like when you were doing, and this I want to share it with everybody, and even Hassan, our facilitator, was confused what is happening, and I was happening. Then I suddenly realized, oh, this is happening. So Sudha was doing mocks, and at that time, simulator had a shutdown, and simulator website was being updated. I gave her basically Google Form mocks, people and process. She completed it, and then when that after a few days, simulator came back. She again shared the score, and Hassan always discuss with me when anything goes above control chart. He discuss, sir, how someone can get 90% in people and processes mock. And I'm looking at Asha, yeah, maybe she's genius. I don't know. Then I realized after when consecutive mocks, I said, Hassan, this is her second status, and she does not even know that they're the same mock that she did with the timer, without timer, and now only
Yeah.
timer is valid, and her memory is so good, she remembered those questions, right? And then, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that
This I should say. I should tell this also. Yeah, the repeat. There was so many questions repeated from mocks, from 180 mock. Agile mock is very important. I think I got at least 10 questions out of that agile mock,
hmm, okay.
180 mock.
180 mock. That was interesting. Okay, we have few questions here.
Yeah.
Okay, so Maheen, She is preparing for PMP. Her question is very specific. What were your score for random mocks? Random 60 marks. The most
Random mocks were between 65 to 70. I don't think I scored above 70. I think only two random mocks I got 70 up above. And Trimji sir was like saying, "What is this? What have you scored?" But then I think towards the end, I scored a few 80s also in that, few 80 and few above 75
was
also.
again repetition of the mocks.
Yep.
Repetition
Yeah,
is
yeah,
all there. So repetition actually helped you in a different way. But that was a different
yeah.
story into that context. But I have never seen anyone getting more than 70 in that. Okay, Khatija is asking, how did you manage time in your exam? So what was your time management strategy?
Time management, the first 60 was okay, easy. I mean, the first 60 questions I completed 5 minutes before the time, and I took the break. I didn't even review, actually. I took the break. I didn't want to review. I didn't want to go back and review or flag. I didn't flag any. I just went for it. And I think I had 7 minutes left. I finished the first 60. I
Mm,
thought, okay, the paper is, okay. The first 60 were like the scenarios that we have already seen in the 180 mocks, and the lesson mocks that you have given. So said the paper is so easy, and the second part was tough. Second part was tough. There was one numerical, the TCPI numerical, and there
mm,
was the burn up chart that you gave, that you have showed. But the scenario was different. Like the questions they asked was totally different. I have already written down. I will show you what they asked, but I didn't want to waste time too much on that. I just randomly chose one and I just pushed off. The second part was tough, and it took me around, you told 75 minutes, right? I took 90 minutes in the second part, because the questions were
I
the
say to you
questions were big.
yesterday, what did I say to you about time? Like, read
but
the
but
question, run away. Read the
no, no, no,
question.
but I had 10 minutes, 7 minutes from the earlier mock, which balanced out.
Okay, okay, okay. And then what about the
So
last one?
that and the last one was okay. Last one was just touch and go. I completed 2 minutes, exactly 2 minutes before the timer.
Before the timer. Okay, okay. So
Hmm.
that's perfectly fine. But I had a very long discussion about the timer. That's a very important thing. Let's talk about your group facilitator, how he guided you through the entire journey, right? So, like he
My
was,
he was so good.
he was
He
so
was so good.
he's listening
Yes.
right now. If you can give some feedback along the way on him, it motivates him.
Yeah. Every time I would like bother him with so many questions, and not one time did he say, like, what is this? You're, troubling me all the time with so many questions. Never, even once. Patiently used to answer each and every question that I asked, and very encouraging. Uh, yeah, he's such a nice person. I
Yeah.
I absolutely loved interacting with him.
Okay, happy to hear that. Okay, let's take few more questions, guys. Okay, okay. Initial mocks. Yes, Naveed, initial mock as topic-wise mocks. She's saying, but this is the first time anyone is saying that feedback. Okay, a very specific question. Abhishek Mishra.
Business environment, initial mocks, business environment, schedule, cost. These three, I think, many similar scenarios that we have seen. That's how I remember, because I revised all the RCAs and I went. That's why I know that it is from these.
Okay, that's why how she knows that. Okay, now Abhishek is asking, let's say the how what was the difficulty level of exam? One being very easy, 10 being impossible. So how would you rate what was the difficulty level of your exam?
I will group it into three parts. The first part was like 8 out of 10, the first 60. The middle was 6 out of 10. It was tough. The last one was like 7 out of 10. Like the difficulty, the middle part was, I found it difficult because some scenarios we haven't seen in. I felt that was a new scenario or something like that. Might be like we really had to think what will the PM do, kind of a scenario. I don't remember uh, quickly now what exactly, but then I really took time, like 2 minutes in some question and all.
Some
Reading the
questions.
question, big lengthy questions in the second part. First part also had lengthy questions.
First part also had lengthy question. Yeah, the question has to be lengthy. That's why we are preparing you for the lengthy questions along the way. Okay. Okay. So what about time management? You she
There
mentioned
was
that
one numerical, and yeah, there was one numerical and 6 to 7 drag and drop.
6 to 7 drag and drop. Okay. Okay, that's important. So
Yeah.
Aisha is asking, exam and RCS, how many did you contribute? She said that she contributed in the start 2 to 3 hours. You see, initially what I asked 2 hours is fine, and exactly what she did there. But along the way, when you come to the final days, you need to do a mock of 4 hours, right? So like
Yeah.
180 question,
But
180
but I
question.
have a suggestion about RCA. In the beginning, I used to do in Excel.
Go ahead. I cannot hear you. Please.
Hello.
Uh, yeah, yeah, I can hear you now. Tell me.
I I have a suggestion about RCA, which I think people should not do RCA in Excel because that didn't help me. What I did later on when I was doing process mocks, I directly edited the PDFs and put my comments as text boxes in PDF, where I can see the four options in front of me. Putting RCA in Excel doesn't give me the choice of adding all the four options.
No, you can add the four options there, but strongly disagree,
Yeah.
but respect your opinion. As doing Excel is very important in my point. How many 180 mocks did
Um,
you? How many 180 mocks did you take? So how many?
I took one, two, three,
Yeah, this is
three.
basically
I
all
think
about.
three.
Yeah, this is all about customized roadmap that that we talk about. If our score is above 70, I will jump her. Like for example, if she does mock number one and she score above 75, I'll skip mock number two, three, and ask her to do mock four. If she score above 65 above in mock four, mock five, I will book her exam. This is exactly what I did with her, and probably with the Ram also. Okay, a big shout out to yes.
But Trimzi sir made me do all random.
Yeah, random scores you were getting bad, na? Random score you were getting bad. That's why. That's why he did. Not only Hassan Trimzi, all the
Yeah.
facilities. A big shout
Yes.
out. Okay, so Nasheen is asking how many questions from procurement and cost you got. Like how many of them?
Cost many. Cost many. I think 6 to 7 cost questions. Procurement, yes, but procurement uh, three to four questions from procurement.
Okay, 3 to 4 questions from the procurement were there. Not much. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Sudha, anything that you would like? You did not read any book, and that was the first thing that you said. I don't want to do. So you got six to
Yeah.
seven drag and drop questions, right?
Yes, 6 to 7, but it were easy ones. One was this Hertzberg, the motivation theory, drag and drop of that. Another one was scatter diagram and all that, the different ways to correlation between this point and that point, drag and drop of that.
Mm.
And third one was um, directing that thing, uh, the different ways of
Okay,
um,
make that questions. We will use them.
this. Yeah.
So make those questions. We will use them in
Yeah.
PMP marathon. Okay, we will use them in PMP marathon.
Okay.
Okay, Mahadi is asking what kind of scenarios you discover in the second part. As you said, that's a very specific question. Uh, like you had more time in the second part, right? You spend more time in second part, 90 minutes,
Yeah.
right? So what were those scenarios which
Yes.
led you to spend more time in the second part?
I saw many risk questions, based on risk, agile and risk, all mostly in the second part. I mean, issues. If this is the issue, what will the PM do? I mean, the answers were very close to each other, two options. So I really took so much time to zero down which one will come. The second part. First part, it was clear cut, one answer you can easily understand, first and the last. But
Hmm.
in the middle, the answers were very close by.
Hmm. The answers are really good. That's a very important input to understand here that how the exam scenarios and the things are close by, how things are working into that way. This is very critical as we move forward and we
One
look.
numerical came, one numerical, that TCPI calculation came.
Hmm. One calculation, only one calculation, right?
Only one numerical TCPI calculate TCPI.
To calculate TCP and no SPI, CPI, right?
No, the SPI CPI came as scenarios. If SPI is this, CPI is this, then there were options like the project is going like this, like that. You know, the scenarios that you have seen already.
Hmm. Okay. And anything else?
Um, yeah, that's it.
Any final advice that you would like to share with the people? What do you think that what they feel should be the best for their preparation?
The what I found good in my preparation is the first 11 topic wise that you have given. The PDFs are very structured. You have even analyzed why the other three options are not right. You know, in that PDF you have given it very clearly. That was very useful as a knowledge wise.
Hmm. As a knowledge wise. Okay, thank you very much for that. Sudha, it has been an honor to work with you throughout the journey. I loved working with you. And as I said last night, I never said this to any of my students, what I said it to you. Right? It was an honor to work with you because
Oh, thank
I
you. It was an honor from my side.
I
it was
remember
it was an honor working with you.
I remember
Surely.
the challenges you mentioned when we started the journey, right? And how
Yeah.
I don't want, and then some other challenges Ram shared, which I don't want to get into that. Ram and I have become
Yeah.
very good because of our common interest in watches. He is also
Yes.
interested in watch. He just bought Rolex, right? So
Yes,
with
yes, yes, yes. He told me. He told
yeah,
me what all you discussed.
yeah. Keep on discussing about like I went to Tiffany a few weeks back. I told him that when he come New York, he can visit it and get a Patek Philippe or get into the wish list.
Yeah.
So we keep on discussing and about the watches, and I also shared about few things. So with all the scenarios, with all the challenges, you have done PMP. I really feel proud of you. I feel honored to work with you, Sudha. But I'm gonna request you something. First, make 10 questions to 15 questions. Your memory is good.
Sure.
That's why how you
I'm
remember.
already doing it. I'm already
Yes.
doing it.
Do
Yeah.
share that because next week or the week after we may have PMP marathon. I haven't decided it, but we will have that.
Okay.
And secondly, batch 11 has more than 40 students still left. Kirti cleared. Like interestingly,
Okay.
in batch 11, working moms are cleared. Laren, Kirti,
Oh,
but two working moms also have exam coming days. Jane, Lakshmi. Okay, please
yeah.
work with them. Whoever has
Yes,
any.
yes. Jane and I, we are already working together.
Mhm.
Yep.
Uh, so Jane, whoever worked with you, uh, please guide them, coach them, and work with them. Because as you know, I have
Sure.
built this mastermind community on one thing: each one teaches one. right? Hassan
Yes.
Trimdi, Avas, Hasnan, uh, Laiba, Anushpa, all of my facilitators and the certified PMPs are working on the same phenomena. I will add you to a new
Yeah.
PMP mastermind because this one has 1,000 people
Sure.
now. I will also add you.
Oh,
I told you when you were solving question and answering the question, I'm gonna put you into for the help.
yes. You told me.
I never forget any commitment to anybody. So look forward to that, Sudha. Thank you.
But yeah, one more input. The mastermind, whenever they ask questions, I made sure I go through those questions definitely. I mean, even if I didn't know the answer, I'll go search the answer and then answer. So it helped me a lot. The group, the mastermind group is really good. And people put their questions and they solve others' doubts. Really, that was kind of a revision for me. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, sister, and I wish you best of luck for future endeavors.
Thanks.
And
Thanks a
here
lot,
comes,
Amir
here
sir
comes,
and Jimzy sir.
here comes your facilitator. He messaged there.
Yes.
He's just
What he has to say? I want to listen from him.
sure, sure. Let me see if he can jump in and he can join. Hassan, I'm sending you
Yeah.
personally a link. See if you can join. He wants to hear from you. See if I send you on WhatsApp a link. Click on that link if you have time. You can join on that link. Now, from this success journey, I want to share one thing to every single student. When the first day, like me and Sudha had a multiple discussions, and in every single discussion, she mentioned her challenges. This. But I told her we will work into that, and slowly, we will get into that. Whenever I say that to students that let's work into that, let's get this thing, I know it after knowing the schedule. So that is what I'm gonna ask every single person who will watch this thing. If Sudha can clear it, Larin can clear, Kirti can clear it, and I hope Ram can clear in few hours. I'm sure every
He
person.
will, he will, of course.
I hope so. I hope so that uh, that you can all clear. I'm sure for that thing. I guess Hassan cannot join. He is trying to type something or that I can't come on link side. Okay, no issue. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you very much. It has been an honor. And do
thank
send me a
you.
picture.
Thanks a lot.
I'll put the thumbnail
Yeah.
and I wish you best of luck.
Okay,
Thank you.
sure.
So, guys, this was Sudha. If she can do it, I'm 100% sure every single one of you can do it. Let's go back to the question that we were discussing uh, later on. After the sprint began, a stakeholder unfamiliar with the agile practices sent an email about dissatisfaction with the initial work. What should the project manager do? Present the stakeholder concern, organize a discussion, and clarify expectations. Like this question is very interesting in a way that when we talk about the agile, when we discuss about the agile, we need to set expectations. We need to clarify that agile is not predictive, right? uh, uh, Agile is not predictive. Agile is agile. We don't share the progress. Let me flip this question. I told you I'm gonna go deep on these question answers. I'm gonna do question in a different way. So let me put this question in a different way to you. You are working in a project. A sponsor asks you to send a detailed report. You are working in an agile project. As a scrum master, what would you do? Answer no. What would you do? What would you do? Now, the sponsor is asking you a detailed report in you are working in an agile environment. As a scrum master, what would you do? I'm going to ask more of these questions without options so that immediately you can give me the scenario. Okay, I'm going to do this thing. So, what would you do? What would you do? Allow Kanban board. Okay. Expose the information. That's a good option. Other people. Put the detailed information. Okay. So I really loved what Snigdha gave the answer here. Agile does not work on a document base. We don't share even reports, Snigdha. Some of the part we need to add. We will refer him to the information radiator and will ask him to come to sprint review. Got my point? Ask him to come to sprint review. So we need to see how we can get those things, how the environment work into that way. Right? C was the right answer. Let's go to next question. Be ready. Be quick. We will be asking other questions also. Quickly. G, put the justification in the question. What do you think? A team in experiencing repeated issues in impacting spirit progress. Friend, what action should they do? Schedule a one-to-one meeting, inform, collaborate to ensure they understand and D. Like when we talk about, we work into that. When we want to remove any problem, when we want to solve anything, collaboration is a very important keyword. We need to look into that when we are solving question answers, how we collaborate into that way, how we worked with the project management, how we worked into that way, right? So C would be the right answer here. In this pattern question, C would be the right answer here. During a sprint review, that learns that a new requirement must be incorporated. The team is concerned about how this will impact. What should the project manager do? Instruct, collaborate, okay, end the sprint, notify the stakeholder. Okay. Again, like why what is the purpose of the question here? To what I want to set here? What the tone I am trying to set here? The tone I am setting here is working into that way. Okay, working into that way, guiding to the stakeholders, working together and worked into that positive way, and then and only then you can do that. Agile mindset is required, guys. Let's go to the next question, and I will be, if the questions are comparatively easy, I will be moving them quickly. C is the right answer. Okay, next question. Okay, working into that agile. See. Okay, halfway through the sprint, the development team finds they underestimated the complexity of the task, which may impact the sprint goal. The team seeks guidance how to proceed, what should be done. Encourage them, advise. You see, agile questions are very so C is the right answer. So here again, like without reading the question, try to answer. Without reading the question, I want you to try to answer that. Some questions I bring it today that without reading the question, you can answer it. Don't read the question, just answer it using the elimination technique. Without reading with the question, answer it. A. Yes, A is the right answer. Let's do the okay. Let's solve this one. Read this question. Answer it. A, D. An organization has decided to establish agile team. A project manager has been brought to this lead. What's the project manager prioritize as their first action? Hire, assign, set up an agile focus, define criteria. Okay. The question is asking what should the project manager prioritize as a first direction? A project manager has been brought in to lead this transition. Like we move from predictive to agile. How do we do that? Okay. So this is the first project, not a bad option. Define criteria for initiating agile projects. Set up an agile focus PMO. Like agile focus PMO, I don't need that. That is not compulsory, right? Uh, this not needed. Criteria for agile initiation, we already set the criteria we want to do it. In these option, only this option makes sense. No other option makes sense. We need to use elimination technique, eliminate that option and work into that. Next question. B. Encourage the team to work into that way. Okay. Okay. Again, solve this question without using, without reading the question, solve this question. Without reading the question, answer it. Without reading the question, answer this thing. Ask the product owner, uh, encourage the team to interpret it. Like we can eliminate one option without reading the question. During a sprint planning, the product owner to the team for discussion how a few team member of the acceptance criteria, which may confuse. Ask the product owner, yes. Encourage the team to no. Allow the team to proceed, no. D. So A is the right answer. Very straightforward question that we need to look into that. During the daily scrum, a team member begins a solution to a technical issues and diverge. One team member seem impatient or waiting to give their own updates. Allow the discussion to continue. So just bring issues after the stand up. So B would be the right answer. B would be the right answer. A team member misses the daily scrum due to conflicting meetings, which causes delay in updates. Other team member guide them to adjust, record the team members without sign a different team member. Okay, this is actually a good question. It's a different scenario that we never had faced like that. B is the right answer. Next question. Include the feedback in the product backlog for future prioritization. Yes, that is the right answer. B. During a sprint review, the team realizes that the deliverable does not meet the acceptance criteria. Team is worried about presenting it to stakeholders. What should the project manager mark the rework the deliverable to fully meet the acceptance criteria? No, C cannot be, D cannot be, so B would be that right answer. C is the right answer. During the sprint retrospective, the team member identifies a recurring issue which has improved delivery impact. The team wants to find a solution. What should action? Who gave C answer? Saddam, how can C be the answer? C will not be the D will not be the answer. Suggest scheduling. Okay, B will be the only good answer. Help facilitate a focused discussion of the practical solution. Next question. The team reflect on a sprint and acknowledge minor improvement. The team is considering whether small adjustments are worth implementing. What should dismiss the need? No, discuss the team and product owner. Okay, only B would be the right answer. Why Mahin C would be the right answer, sister? Or I am only focus on areas that had issues in retrospective. No, 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 no. C would never be the answer here. B would be the answer. I thought I missed something. Discuss the issue with the project sponsor, go over the list of current tasks with the development team, follow the change management plan. Okay. A key stake has been progressing during a demo. Express concern stating the product might not align with the market needs. Why you are setting A? Munawwar, Akil, Arslan, Arun, Noshin, Najibullah. Why you guys are saying A? Why we are going to, like, he's stating an issue that this does not align with the market here. We, this is not something I'm gonna escalate to sponsor. What is the need here? I don't feel a need here. C would be the right answer here. Why you are going towards A? A software product nearing its issue was during the review, one of the indicated that the product feature might not address essential customer need. What should the project manager do? Engage with stakeholder adjustment, extend the sprint, no, remove features that no, proceed no. A is the right answer. I guess one more question, then we will do it. A is the right answer. Last question, then we'll call it a day. Ignore, immediate, suggest, organize a discussion. Okay, so without even reading the question, I can say that D is the right answer here. So these, and I planned to read 10 questions, but we ended doing 20 questions of Agile. I hope it revised the Agile for you and the context how the Agile questions should be solved. So we will continue with we have like 100 to 200 Agile question, which we will be solving in the next few question answer session. I hope these question answers help you and this help you to go into regarding that thing, right? So I'm happy that you guys stayed here. See you in the next coaching call and let's keep moving forward and see you on Saturday coaching call. If you haven't joined our program, I always ask why not? See, every single person is clearing. I'm sure you can do. Let's start your journey today. Thank you very much, guys, for joining. Bye bye.
I would have not been able to clear the exam if Amir Ali would have not been there. I would have not been.
I did not believe that I will be able to clear my PMP within a month.
I don't know what to say actually. Like I'm kind of like really
And I
trembling.
got my results and I was above target in all 3 categories.
Wow.